Hey guys, this is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning Beethoven's classic piano piece, Elise. So what I tried to do with this arrangement was to take a lot of the things we see in a classical guitar adaption of this piece and put it onto the ukulele. So a lot of things that classical guitar players do technique-wise and fingering-wise is what I try to carry over to this arrangement. So with that said, this lesson is going to be part 1, and we're going to be learning the entire first melody in this lesson. If you guys want to learn the rest of this tune, that's going to be taught in part 2 of the video lesson at rockclass101.com. You can also find the complete tabs to print off and follow along with as a PDF format. Plus, you can get access to that on-screen tab viewer, which is really cool. You can hit play on the tab and watch the sheet music scroll across in real time while you watch the performance video, so you can highlight bars to loop them, slow it down to any speed. Just a really cool asset. So all of that is at rockclass101.com. So let's go ahead and kick into this lesson. We're going to be talking about melody A. So let's go ahead and talk about what fingerpicking approach for the right hand is best for this song. So there's a few options that we could use, but really one stands out above the rest. So option 1 would be we play everything with our thumb. Now that's probably not the best option because sometimes we have to play 2 notes at once. So option 2 would be a 3-finger approach where the thumb would play string 4 and string 3, index finger would play string 2, and middle finger would play string 1. So that option would work pretty well for this tune, but what about the last option, which is a 4-finger approach where our thumb will play string 4, index plays 3, middle plays string 2, and ring plays string 1. This is going to be a very efficient playing style, especially for a classical piece like this. So a lot of this song will have us utilizing all 4 strings, and sometimes we're going to be playing in a linear line where we'll be playing 4, 3, 2, 1 straight in a row. And as you notice, it's very efficient when something like that comes up to have 4 fingers to play each string. And you also notice throughout the piece too, for example, that's one of the bars that we're going to be learning in just a second. It's extremely efficient. If you watch the right hand, you see how steady the right hand is. So hardly any movement, even when string skipping appears in the context of your playing. So my best suggestion for you guys is a 4-finger approach for this piece. Now, if these concepts are new for you, then go ahead and check out our fingerpicking course, which dives deep into all 3 approaches. So let's go ahead and assume that we're going to be using that 4-finger approach throughout this entire piece. So the beginning of melody A, we have a pickup measure. So this song is in 3/4. So we have 3 beats per measure, quarter note gets the beat. So remember, when we're counting, we have 1, 2, 3, next measure, 1, 2, 3, next measure, and so on. So our pickup's going to start on 4 end. So the rhythm throughout this entire piece is almost all 1/8 notes. So our pickup's going to go 4 end, and then we're going to kick into measure 1, which will be 1 and 2 and 3 end. So let me go ahead and play it so we can put a context to what I just called out. So here's the pickup plus measure 1. Now, if I tie in that rhythm that I just called out, I would have 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and So that's it if we count it out. So you guys can think of it as either or, but for the most part, like we said, it's predominantly straight eighth notes. So the rhythm is really easy to keep track of because eighth notes means that every note lasts the same amount of time. So you just want to try to keep this song as steady as possible. So that's the goal, just keep it steady in tempo. You can even put a metronome on to keep you on track if you wish to. So the first part, we're just going to go ahead and call out. It's bouncing between two notes on the first string. So we're going to take our ring finger, put it on 7 on string 1, and our middle finger on 6 on string 1. So we're just going to go between those two notes. We're going to go sev, 6, sev, 6, sev. Okay, so again, it's sev, 6, sev, 6, sev. Remember, with that 4-finger approach, our ring finger is playing string 1. Okay, after that we have going to the 2nd fret, same string, 2, and then we're going to 5 with our pinky, and then to 3 with our middle finger. So if we tie that together, guys, we have sev, 6, sev, 6, sev, 2, 5, 3. Okay? So remember, the first two notes are that pickup. 1, 2, 3, and then there's bar 1 right here. Sev, 6, sev, 2, 5, 3. All together we have 1, 2, sev, 6, sev, 6, sev, 2, 5, 3. And without me calling, 1, 2. Okay, so there's the beginning of our piece. Next, we're going into the finger picking stuff. So our first chord is A minor. Really, this whole A melody bounces between A minor to E major. So our first chord is just that stock A minor. So the middle finger is on the 2nd fret of string 4. Everything underneath it is open. Okay, so here's what this bar sounds like. So again, we hear straight eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay? So for this one, we're again utilizing that 4-finger approach, so we're going to be plucking string 4 and 1 together. After that, we're going to play string 2, and then we're going to go linear line, plucking straight down. So we have 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, guys, we have together 4 and 1, then string 2 by itself, and then going straight down 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, together 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Without me calling, I have 2, 3. Okay, so if we tie that from the first part, we now have, with the pickup and bar 1, we have 1, 2. Let's go ahead and look at bar number 3. So this is going to our E chord. Now we're actually going to make an E7, so it's a dominant chord shape. So to make this chord, we're going to take our index, put it on the 1st fret of string 4, middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of string 3, and your ring finger goes on the 2nd fret of string 1. That means that our E string, string number 2, will be open. So again, I have 1, 2, 0, 2. Index, middle, and ring finger. Okay, so let's take a listen to what this bar sounds like. Alright, so this one has some string skipping in it. So it's going to start the same as the last bar, where we're going 4 and 1 together. Then we're going to play string 2, followed up by 4. So let's try that. We have together 4 and 1, followed by string 2, and string 4. Remember, guys, rhythm is straight eighth, so everything lasts the same amount of time. So again, together, then 2 and 4. Okay, after that, you're going to do 2 again, and then 4 again, and string 1. So it's together, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1. Again, together, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1. So without me calling. With me calling, together, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1. Okay, and if we speed it up a little bit. So a great way to practice these bars, guys, is just to loop them. So you would take this bar, bar number 3, and just do it over and over again. It helps to reinforce the muscle memory for the right hand picking pattern. So for example, repeat, repeat. Right, so you just loop it at whatever speed you need. So super slow, just try to keep everything nice and even. So now we've got the first 3 bars, right? Let's go ahead and look at bar 4. So bar 4 takes us back to that A minor, but this time we have a variation. So if we leave off on this E7, the easiest way to switch to the A minor would be to lift these 2 fingers up, your middle and your ring finger, move that first finger up a half step. So that goes to fret 2 on string 4, and take your ring finger, put it on fret 3 of string 1. So now we have a variation on this A minor. So again, I have index on 2 on string 4, open 3rd, open 2nd, and ring on fret 3 of string 1. Okay, so this time around, we're going to be playing this. So you notice that it goes back into that first part, right? Da 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 da. So for this part, we're going to be playing 4 and 1 together, then string 2, and then string 4. So again, we have together, 2, 4. After that, we're going back to string 2, and this time around, we're moving all the way up to 7 and 6. So same fingers we used in the beginning. So we have together, 2, 4, 2, 7, 6, and you slide up. So that open E string buys you time to move your hand back up. Together, 2, 4, 2, slab 6, right? So slide up to 7 and 6. Together, 2, 4, 2, 7, 6. Same rhythm, straight eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, again, 1 and 2 and 3 and... So now, guys, we're basically 4 bars into this tune, but what do we notice that we left off? We basically left off where it's just going to restart again. So we're at that part, right? So if I was to play into bar 5, I have 5. Right? It's like going back to bar 1. So 5 and 1 is the same. So let's talk about that in a second, but let's play all the way from beginning all the way to the end of bar 4. Okay? If I kept going, we hear it's basically the same thing with a variation on that last bar. So bar 5 is the same as bar 1. We had 7, 6, 7, 2, 5, 3. Then bar 6 is the same as bar 2, back to that A minor. Then we're going back to that E chord, the E7, and this one has a variation for the last 2 notes. So when we go to this E7, we're going to start it the same. We're going to go together, 4 and 1, then string 2, and then string 4, and then string 2. So we have together, 2, 4, 2. All that's the same as before. But this time around, you're going to take that pinky, put it on 3 on string 1, then lift it up and play your ring finger, which is 2 on string 1. So the last part is pinky to 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. So again, together, 2, 4, 2, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. So that's the one variation that happens there. After that, we're going into ending 1, so bar 8. So it goes back to A minor. Okay, and it has a quarter note in there. So we have together 4 and 1, then string 2, and then string 1 for a quarter note. And then we're jumping back up to start again, 7, 6. So that bar 8 sounds again like this, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and... So you can hear how that third note, that open A string, lasts for a quarter. Okay, 1 and 2, 3 and... So if I play bars 7 and 8, guys, I have this. Together, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, together, 2, 1, hold, 7, 6, and then it reverts right back to the top. All right, so let's go ahead and play bars 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're gonna play the last half of this melody A. So here's what it sounds like. Okay, so you can hear it's basically the same as 1 through 4 with slight variation in just a few notes. So after you finish that, you're gonna go back and you're gonna play everything from the beginning. So you have 2, bar 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have an alternate ending, which sounds like this. And that walks us up into our B melody. So let's learn that alternate ending. So it's going to be A minor, so you do 4 and 1 together, then string 2, and then we're walking a melody up string 1, which will be open, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. So I'm using 1st, 2nd, and pinky finger to walk up. So again, I have together, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. So again, together, string 2 open, string 1 open, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and straight 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, one more time. And that completes everything, guys. So now you've got the whole A melody. Remember, it's repeated twice. So if we play through everything, we have... So the trick with this, guys, is just to practice slowly and try to keep that timing steady. So remember, we talked about looping 1 bar. That's a great way to practice, right? If I just take 1 bar and just loop it to get that muscle memory down for the right hand, make sure every note rings out clean and crystal clear. That's just an excellent way to practice this piece to get it down that much easier. Alright guys, so in part 2 of the lesson, we're going to be covering the rest of this tune, which is the B melody, and then we'll be talking about the C melody as well. So remember, if you want to get the tabs to follow along, print off, that's going to be at rockclass101.com. Just look for the lesson on For Elise, and the on-screen tab viewer is there as well, which is really cool. You can hit play and watch the tab scroll across in real time, highlight bars, slow it down to any speed you want. Just a great tool in learning this song that much quicker. All right, guys, I'll see you in part 2. Thanks.